Three things you can do to start landing more clients. Call on them at their office. And when I say call on them, I don't mean like pick up the phone and call them, but literally if you're in the area, if you focus on specific geos, or if there's a ideal dream client that you would love to have, handwrite a note, grab some stationery, write the note. It's so easy to copy and paste an email, but you can't copy and paste a handwritten note and mail it to them. This is going to show them, again, it's like they're taking the time to write this and you have to personalize it by nature.
Initiating becoming a hiring machine sequence in 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, it's Sam Keenly, and welcome back to Becoming a Hiring Machine. This is the show dedicated to fixing recruitment by going beyond saying what needs to change and instead teaches you how to make that change. Today, we've got a great Tactical Tuesday episode ahead of us, but before we get into that, I just want to tell you a little bit about the show. Essentially, we have shows within the show here. Some days we have interviews with industry thought leaders and others who are shaking up the space, while other days we cover things like trending topics. Stop by every Tuesday, like today, for a Tactical Tuesday episode where we go deep on how to do something that's going to help you drive better results in your day-to-day. Some days we open it up for Q&A. Listeners can drop in questions that they'd like to hear us take on, so send those to us at podcast@loxo.co. And occasionally you'll get a mic drop episode from Matt where he shares something that he's been thinking about within the recruitment space and wants you to know. All right, today, three things you can do to start landing more clients. No fluff, no filler. We're going to have a quick hitting episode that is going to cover three very different items that you likely aren't doing today that are going to help you drive more business. So let's get into it. First thing, before we get into the three specific tactics around what we are going to be recommending and why it's going to work, the first is around differentiating and standing out. There are a lot of options in the recruitment space, whether you're an agency, an RPO, an exec search firm. How you stand out, how you differentiate yourself from all the others is a huge, huge, huge winning prop for you that I don't believe many organizations take enough care to really emphasize and work on. So that's a huge part of why these different tactics work. The second part is going to be, you're going to hear some what I call like one-to-one unscalable efforts. And the reason that these are going to work is they showcase the effort, the work that you put into your job, and it shows the pride in what you do and the outcome. And so that's something, again, that can put you head and shoulders above everyone else instead of being yet another commodity. Like, holy cow, like this is what they're willing to do just to get my attention. Imagine what it's worth like to actually work with them. And so the third and final part to this is the pendulum keeps swinging. The pendulum keeps swinging. What's old is new again. So changes to email, those have quite drastically changed how easy it is to send out scalable communications. A to P on the text SMS front are really making all of these automated volume plays even harder that a lot of organizations have grown on over the past 10 years. And so not only are they harder to do, but they're starting to become less and less well received by prospects, by candidates. It's another thing clogging up their inbox, their email, their text, whatever it is. So with all that prefaced, we're going to get into the three different tactics right now. First one, all right, what's old is new again. These first two are going to be swinging back to the old ways. And the first one is just simply calling them at their office. And when I say call on them, I don't mean like pick up the phone and call them, but literally if you're in the area, if you focus on specific geos, or if there's a ideal dream client that you would love to have, fly out to them, drive to them, wherever it is. And so go over to their office, wait for them in the lobby, either set an appointment beforehand or see if you can just, go hang in the lobby and see if you can find them for some time during the day. But doing that, no one else is doing that. When was the last time that you even heard of someone doing that or had someone calling you at your office or anything else? So that's going to help you really stand out from the pack there. And another, what's old is new, is handwrite a note to them. So if you don't quite want to make that drive, flight, or whatever it is over there, handwrite a note, grab some stationery, write the note. It's so easy to write an email. It's so easy to copy and paste an email, but you can't copy and paste a handwritten note and mail it to them. So this is going to show them, again, it's like they're taking the time to write this, and you have to personalize it by nature. I mean, yes, you could write the same script over and over and over, but if you're already taking the time, 5-10 minutes to write these, why wouldn't you take that extra minute to write something personal? And on that note, a huge little tip at the end, add a PS at the end. That's going to really let them know this is personalized. Some it can be completely unrelated. Like, hey, saw that you graduated from XYZ university. Like, I also did too. What a crazy coincidence. Or, I love that part of town. Whenever we go and visit, I always love to check out the campus. So small things like that go a really long way. So those are two tactics there. And the third one is one that it kind of touches on a recent episode that we were talking about, where like you are the product that you're selling at the end of the day. It's doing the legwork up front and present it with them. So say you find a client that you would love to work. They're either, trying to find their next exec, trying to find a tough to fill position. This might not be well received by everyone, but if you are willing to present them with candidates that you think could be phenomenal fits for them, give that to them. They might take it and run. That's one of the things. But what's the worst case scenario? They weren't going to use you anyway. Best case scenarios are just like, wow, this person can find these caliber of candidates. Even if you preface it with like, hey, here's 10 candidates that just took me a little bit of time to find for you. I'm going to go through this. Imagine if I went through a couple hundred, couple thousand candidates and really served up the absolute top for you. So being free and willing to present them with this type of information beforehand, don't charge them for it or anything else, but just to give them a taste of what it's like to work with you, can go a phenomenally long way. So as I said, today, quick hitting episode. Just wanted to go through a couple of those for you to give you some ideas, thoughts around some different things that you can do to drive new business today. But that's it for today's Tactical Tuesday episode. Would love to hear if anyone goes and tries out some of these. Let me know how they go from here. So as we wrap, Becoming a Hiring Machine is a production of Loxo. If you like this episode, but you're not sure where to go next, we've got a link to a similar one in the show notes, and you can find those in the description of your favorite podcast streaming platform. Full video episodes are available, YouTube, our website. Check them out. If you have questions, as always, send them to us, podcast@loxo.co. All right, everyone. That was a great Tactical Tuesday episode. Hope it was helpful. Until next time. Bye, y'all.